Trigger warning. Ghosts, ghouls, and gruesome stuff ahead. It's weird, it's dark, it's your kind of vibe.
Welcome to Haunted and Homicidal, the podcast where true crime meets the paranormal. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Courtney. Every week we uncover the terrifying, the twisted, and the totally unexplainable. Lock your doors and grab your sage.
Because things are about to get haunted and homicidal. Hey guys, welcome back.
What's up?
So yeah, we concluded Pazuzu Algarad. What a fucking wild, nasty case. Ugh.
That man was crazy.
It's
His
yucky.
mother made my eye twitch.
Still.
His mother, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So we are going to kind of continue with the demonic haunted theme for now. Again, thank you guys for coming back. If you've made it this far, we appreciate it. Again, I want to remind you guys that we are going to be at the Grimoire Academy Gothic Market in New Orleans, or near New Orleans, in October the 18th, 17th and 18th.
18th,
October 18th and 19th. We're going to be there on the 18th. If you guys want to meet us, talk to us, whatever. We're not going to have like a booth or anything. We're going to be there as customers, but we are happy to talk to anybody who would like to. We are going to try to have shirts that have us on there. That way you can identify us. So, yeah.
Otherwise they wouldn't know who the fuck we are.
And I'm on the fence about that right now because I don't know. We'll see. But we will, frequently remind up till that time. Go get your tickets. So I don't know what the price is right now, but we only paid $4 a ticket, and they're normally like $24. So, yeah. Mischa, you can't have any of this. Ma'am.
Misha's like,
Ma'am.
give me lasagna.
Ma'am. She's like,
give me the lasagna.
yeah. All right. Well, I guess we will just go ahead and jump into this episode unless you've got something to add before we start.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get started.
So I'm doing the demon house.
Demons.
The demons. So there's going to be about to be a bunch of levitations, demonic possession.
Wait, lunch?
Levitations.
No, it sounded like you said there's about to be lunch. Levitations.
I mean, we just ate lunch.
We did eat lunch, but I mean, I'm confused.
Levitations.
A bunch of. Gotcha. Not lunch.
Yeah, not lunch.
Okay.
Demonic possession.
Okay.
Shadow figures, exorcisms, and a whole lot of questions.
I usually have those, yeah.
Yes, that's true. You do have a lot of those. About what's real and what's just a very wild tale.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, in November 2011, so this is recent,
Very recent.
LaToya Ammons and her family, her mother, Rosa Campbell, and her 3 children moved into a house at 3860 Carolina Street in Gary, Indiana.
If you guys don't know, this is already a movie.
Which I did not like the movie. The movie was kind of dumb.
I liked it.
I didn't.
It's called the Deliverance, by the way, if anybody's wondering.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I didn't really like it.
I did.
I wasn't feeling it.
I liked it.
I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it.
It's better than some of the other haunted paranormal movies that have recently hit the market.
But I don't know. It was just weird. I don't know. I wasn't vibing with it. It wasn't bad, but I just wasn't vibing with it. So they were excited to start a fresh new life. But what they didn't know was that their lives were about to be turned upside down.
Oh, no.
By events that seemed to defy logic.
Okay.
So it all started when the family noticed something strange happening outside their new home.
Outside?
Outside.
Okay.
Black flies.
Definitely the sign of demons.
Swarming, covering the porch, and they kept coming back no matter what they did.
Demons.
So now flies are very hardly ever a good sign. So the family just shrugged it off as a nuisance.
Demons.
But it wasn't just the flies that were about to make their lives a nightmare.
More demons.
More demons. So soon after they moved in, Rosa Campbell, her mother, began hearing footsteps in the basement, the creaking of doors when no one was around, and strange shadowy figures appearing in the house.
Okay.
But it wasn't until she saw something truly disturbing that she realized something was terribly wrong.
Okay. I would have probably realized something was wrong at the first sighting of stuff, but that's just me.
Mischa, you're not getting lasagna.
Do you want a bite? You want one more?
She's like, bitch, yes.
Good job.
And those are Mischa ASMR moment.
Our usual Mischa ASMR. Oh no, I have lasagna on my mouth.
Oh no.
It's not lasagna, it's manicotti, but still.
Okay, it looks like lasagna to me. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's supposed to. It's basically like rolled up lasagna, stuffed lasagna. It's fucking delicious. You want to try a bite?
I threw my fork away.
Use my fork. I don't give a fuck. Oh no. Oh, you are sick. No. Go get a fork. Well, that's right here.
Just hand me my fork. Thank you. Yeah, I'm about to say, you don't want me to. You don't want me.
You're touching it with your sick fork.
I'm about to say, you don't want me to. You don't know. Yeah, you don't want my fork.
Right. Okay, that whole piece right there. Don't touch anything else.
Okay.
No, not the whole piece.
I'm trying.
Oh no!
It's falling off the fork.
Okay, there you
Okay.
go. Mischa's like, more for me, please? Please, sir, can I have some more?
But not bad.
I told you, it's just rolled lasagna.
I can't have too much of that though.
Why? Tomato sauce?
No, the noodles.
Yeah, even fucking. Oh, then it's a good thing we're not having chicken tortellini for dinner, because that's chicken and noodles.
Oh yeah. Unless you use Asian noodles.
It's tortellini. It's like this in circles. Kinda. Yeah.
One evening, Rosa claimed to have seen what she described as a shadowy figure of a man pacing in the living room.
Absolutely not.
And as if that wasn't strange enough, she found a boot print. A single print that appeared in the middle of the living room floor.
One boot print.
One boot print.
Did he only have one leg?
I don't know. He only left one boot print.
Okay.
Then came the physical attacks. LaToya's 12-year-old daughter, one of the most critical figures in this case, experienced something truly horrifying.
You're not getting any more.
Mischa's like, share?
No more.
During a sleepover, the girl reportedly levitated off her bed. An event so shocking that it left her friends and family in terror.
I'd be fucking scared too.
But there's a twist.
Oh, Lord.
When the girl returned to her bed, she had no memory of what happened.
So everybody else remembered it, but not her?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, everyone else knew what happened. She did not. She was like, why y'all staring at me? Like, what,
Hello?
like what happened? And then, cause just imagine, for like 1 second, you're sleeping, and the next, you're floating above your bed.
Unknowing to you, and then, like, everybody around you is fucking terrified, and you're like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Like, and then, okay, so the haunting did not stop with levitation.
Okay.
So the behavior of LaToya's younger son was even more chilling. In one terrifying moment, he allegedly screamed, saying things like, "It's time to die and I will kill you."
Nope.
The words were too terrifying to ignore. And then a more disturbing detail, his eyeballs rolled to the back of his head as he said these things.
No.
He seemed possessed, almost as if something had taken over him.
Yeah, I guess.
And then LaToya's older son was reportedly thrown across the room by an unseen force slamming into a wall.
Yeet.
These incidents left the family terrified and desperate for help.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd be probably a little scared too.
Uh-huh. So their first stop was Dr. Geoffrey?
Joffrey. Or Jeffrey. Yeah, Jeffrey.
Well, it starts with a G.
I still think it's Jeffrey. Joffrey.
We'll say Joffrey. Onyekwu.
I'm going to say use his last name, but never mind.
A physician who had been treating the family. However, his assessment wasn't what they hoped for.
Okay.
He noted the children's behavior as delusional and even suggested that they were suffering from hallucinations.
Okay.
In his medical records, he referred to their claims of paranormal activity as delusions of ghosts in home.
Okay.
But the family did not give up. They turned to the authorities. Yeah, I don't see how that's any better.
So, what?
Yeah. So after a police officer arrived at the scene, the children were taken to the hospital. The younger boy was described as screaming and thrashing, while the older boy acted relatively normal. A report was filed, and soon after, the Indiana Department of Child Services got involved.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember they went to Child Protective Services because they thought the mom was being abusive to the kids.
Yeah, because, like, in the hospital, he, like, the younger kid, like, crawled up the wall.
In the video, in the movie, yeah.
Yeah, he crawled up the wall.
So, yeah. Let's get the Division of Child Protective Services involved for a fucking demonic possession.
For a child crawling up the wall backwards.
Come on.
So the family's final hope came in the form of Reverend Michael Maginot. We'll just say Reverend Michael. Mm-hmm. Who performed 3 exorcisms on the Ammons family in April 2012. He interviewed the family, and he was convinced they were being tormented by demons. He believed the events were supernatural in nature and performed 2 exorcisms in English and one in Latin.
Okay.
And he later claimed that LaToya herself was possessed, and during one of the exorcisms, he said she began to speak in an unrecognizable voice. These rituals seemed to stop the attacks, and after the last exorcism, the Ammons family moved to Indianapolis. Allegedly, the paranormal activity stopped once they left the house.
Yeah.
But of course, not everyone believes the family story. In fact, many skeptics have cast doubt on nearly every aspect of the haunting.
As they tend to do.
One prominent skeptic, Joe Nickel, did a deep dive into the case and found several inconsistencies in the family's accounts. He interviewed various witnesses and concluded that the haunting may have been exaggerated, misreported, or even fabricated. For example, the famous levitation incident, it seems the daughter may have simply thrown herself off the bed, according to Reverend Michael's own retelling of the story. And that walking up the wall incident, skeptics point out that the grandmother was there holding the boy's hand, allowing him to push himself up the wall. Yes, because the little old lady gonna have freaking strength to do that.
What?
Yes.
No.
And then additionally, the landlord, Charles Reed, who owned the house that the family lived in, was adamant that he never experienced anything paranormal in the property. In fact, he said none of his previous tenants had either.
Okay, so that just means something's attached to the family. Mm-hmm. Maybe.
So then in 2014, the media caught on to the story, with publications like the New York Daily News and Indianapolis Star running sensational stories about the haunting.
The media tends to do that.
A photo of the so-called shadow figure even made headlines. But many people, including the Hammond Police Department, questioned the authenticity of this image. According to the police chief, the photo wasn't even an official one, and it was never taken by police.
What?
I was with it.
So they're saying the police took a photo, but now they're saying it's not even real?
I'm guessing.
Does it exist at all?
I don't know, because I never actually saw the photo. It never showed me the photo in this.
Okay.
I'll have to find it. And so the media frenzy only escalated the debate. Was this just a classic case of a family caught in the grip of terrifying hoax, or was there something truly supernatural happening behind closed doors?
Why are you looking at me? I don't know.
Today, the Ammons case remains one of the most famous and controversial haunting stories in modern history. The house itself was even dubbed the Demon House, with some claiming it's still cursed.
Okay. You said they moved and it stopped. So why? It stopped for them, and it's still going on at the house.
Well, it says after the Ammons family moved out, the property went through several different tenants, none of whom reported any unusual activity.
Okay.
Because even now, some of the family members, including LaToya, stand by the original claims and like refuse to like go to that house. Like they do not want anything to do with that house.
I mean, if it really happened, I don't fucking blame them. Why would you want to go back to that bullshit? Because it could get attached again. Fuck that. Because I hear that if you've had a demonic possession before, you're more susceptible.
Yeah. So then in 2014, Zach Bagans bought the house for $35,000.
Of course he did.
And then he demolished it in January 2016 after filming a documentary called The Demon House that was released on March 16th, 2018.
Uh-huh.
And then 2024, there's a movie called The Deliverance.
That's what I was talking about. I liked it.
So it took Zach 3 years to finish the movie, or the documentary.
Because Zach did not write that movie.
It took him 3 years to finish because people kept quitting or getting fired.
Okay.
And the family refused to meet with him because he's been in the house and they're like, it's attached to you, so we don't want nothing to do with you.
Okay, that's understandable, yeah.
But her brother, so they moved in with LaToya's brother, so he met with Zach, but they refused to let him back in the house.
The brother?
Yes, because they're like, you met with him and he's been in the house.
Where does the brother live now? That's his house. What the fuck?
Well, I didn't finish the documentary, but I think he eventually... But yeah, at first they were like, you're not allowed in the house.
So he must have gotten cleansed or something.
So I think they had him like get cleansed.
Yeah, okay.
And then like when Zach's meeting with all the people, like the cops and everything, like you can see like half of them looked like terrified talking about it. And
the
you
cops?
And you can see how it like affected everybody.
Yeah.
And then he had it demolished because he felt it was too evil for anyone to live there safely.
Well, I mean, at least he did that, I guess.
Like watching the document, because I started it last night.
Yeah.
And you can tell like the people talking about it, it literally it shook them.
Like they're genuinely believing that this is something
like
that really happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I know this is one of the few cases that have like legitimate documentation surrounding it. So, yeah, I like the movie though. It wasn't bad. I've seen worse.
I won't vibe with it.
Okay, so mine is also kind of short, so this episode might be not long at all. So, I am going to talk about Robert the doll, and I am terrified of dolls. I don't like them; they freak me out.
I think Zach met with him too.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think that was the same episode of the Dybbuk box.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right. So to understand about Robert the doll, we have to go back to the early 1900s in Key West, Florida, because Florida. All right. A young boy named Eugene Robert Otto, known to everyone simply as Gene, he's given a gift. But it's not just any kind of gift. It is a doll. It's handmade, one of a kind.
I thought you were talking about like some special like paranormal gift. For a second, I was like, what?
He has a gift. No, he does not possess a gift.
I see dead people.
He was given the gift by someone who worked for his wealthy parents in the family's grand home. It was handmade, and one of a kind, so there's nothing more like it. Well, I think they've replicated it, but at the time, it was just that single doll.
I need to remember what this thing looks like.
He's like, I don't like it. So there has kind of been speculation that...
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like it.
He kind of creepy.
Yeah. So there has been speculation whether or not the gift was an innocent gesture or something darker, like a cursed doll. But it would become the beginning of one of the most notorious haunted object stories in the world. Yeah, so we don't know if it was like a voodoo doll.
With how creepy it looks like, I can't believe that.
Yeah, it's creepy. But not creepier than Amish dolls. Amish dolls don't have a face at all.
Those are pretty much, those look like voodoo dolls.
Yeah, those creep me out. Dolls creep me out in general, but especially those. The house, which is now famously called the Artist's House, still stands at 534 Eaton Street. It was built between 1890 and 1898, and it is beautiful, gorgeous. And so its history provides a very safe space for paranormal happenings, basically. From the moment that Gene got the doll, he named it Robert after himself because his name again was Eugene Robert Otto.
Oh, that's kind of
So
cute.
he named it after his middle name. And he basically became inseparable from it. So anytime you saw Gene, Robert was right there with him. They were considered to be a quote-unquote package deal. Gene did take Robert literally everywhere. To the bathroom, to take a shower, to the store.
Okay, that's too much.
To school.
Why would you take it to the bathroom or the shower with you?
Well, I mean, like, he probably just put it, like, on the sink counter.
That's still creepy.
Yeah.
It's
but
staring at you while you shit.
he took it everywhere, okay? Everywhere he took this doll. So he also, like, held full conversations with Robert.
Like it's responding to him?
Yep. And he even insisted that people refer to the doll by his actual name, Robert. So if people were like, the doll, Gene was like, no, his name is Robert. Call him Robert. It was a weird relationship.
Did that kid not have any friends?
It doesn't say. This says Robert.
That's his only friend. That's kind of sad.
Yeah. This said Robert looked harmless. He does not.
That doll does not look harmless. Looks creepy.
It's very creepy. But he is in a sailor outfit with button eyes, and now he looks weathered because he's old.
So he's extra creepy.
Yeah. But shortly after Gene was given this doll, things in the Otto household got really, really weird.
That doll's cursed.
One night, 10-year-old Gene woke up to find Robert sitting at the end of his bed, silently staring at him.
Oh, nope. Yeet, kick. Nope. Yeet the doll. Yeet the doll.
That is akin to a 7-foot clown standing at the end of my bed.
Heck
no fucking thank you. I'm out.
No.
Yep. So that was kind of like clue number one that something wasn't quite right with Robert.
Yeet the doll. Yeet it. Yeet.
Burn it in a pile. I'm sorry. Burn it in a pyre.
No.
Yep.
Yeet the doll. No, don't burn it because then his spirit's going to come out.
Well, maybe. Then
Seal it in a box.
Then came the sounds of complete and total chaos.
Sound?
Yes. So then came the sounds of furniture scraping and drawers, like dresser drawers, just slamming shut.
Yeet the doll.
So Gene was not the only one to hear these issues. His mom heard it also. And she came to the room, but the door was locked. Then it mysteriously became unlocked as she was forcing it open.
Take the doors off the hinges and screw the doors.
When she finally did get inside, she noticed that the room was in complete shambles. Gene was in the fetal position, curled up in his bed in fear and crying, and Robert the doll was still sitting quietly at the end of the bed, staring at him.
Yeet the doll. Yeet him.
But here's the thing, like, Gene loved this doll, right? Treated him well, took him everywhere, treated him like a person, a thing that was real.
That's how it starts.
So, like, why is he trying to cause damage to Gene?
That's how it starts.
It doesn't make sense to me.
No, because it's a trick. They're gonna be your friend,
Demon.
and then the demon gonna be your friend,
Demons.
and then gonna be like, now I attack.
Yeah, maybe. It's unsure why a doll would do that. Like anything possessing a doll, why it would cause that kind of chaos.
Because it's a voodoo doll. That's what it was. That's why it's a gift. It's a cursed voodoo doll.
However, that wasn't the last time something unexplainable happened. Gene's parents started hearing their son upstairs carrying on full conversations with Robert. I mean, still, he was already having conversations, but now like they were louder and more prevalent. The strangest part was that Gene's voice would change depending on who was quote unquote speaking.
Wait. What? So he'd do like his voice,
yes,
and then Robert's voice,
yes,
he'd do a different voice.
Yes.
Are they sure that was Gene's voice changing, or it was actually Robert speaking?
They swore they heard a deeper, unfamiliar voice answering Gene back.
Nope. Yeet the doll. Yeet it. Goodbye.
Yeah. So he was channeling Robert, I guess, and through that he was speaking. So yes, he was having full conversations with the doll, but everything was coming out of his mouth. Maybe that's how the demon got in, through his mouth hole.
But I mean, did they see it? Did they see his mouth moving when it's supposed to be Robert speaking?
Well, it said they were downstairs, so they were in
So it could have been
just him playing a joke. Yeah. Either way, creepy.
Yeet the doll.
Now, some people have claimed that they saw Robert's expression shift, his mouth move, and even spotted him darting up the stairs, staring out the window when no one was around to move him.
Nope. Goodbye. Yeet.
He is there. It is said that giggling and footsteps became a common occurrence in the house.
Nope. Goodbye.
When
Yeet.
everybody was like sitting in place and not doing anything. Yeah.
Hell no.
Years later, after Gene's parents passed away, he moved back into the artist's house with his wife, Anne.
He's an adult now?
He's an adult now, yeah. So fast forward.
And he still has that damn doll.
Yes, he does.
No.
So Robert did move in with him. Gene even gave Robert his own bedroom, complete with a rocking chair.
Was he there when he got married?
It doesn't say. His wife, however, was not a fucking fan.
I wouldn't
She
either.
hated Robert.
I wouldn't either. Why would you give a doll this own fucking bedroom when you could have a kid?
She couldn't explain why she didn't like Robert or why she felt uneasy. She just knew that it unsettled her deeply, that there was something wrong with that doll.
She was smart. She knew.
Now, I don't know if it was the doll she was unsettled with or her grown-ass husband giving a doll an entire bedroom to itself.
Both.
I would have been definitely unsettled by that part.
I would have been like, why are you giving a doll a bedroom when we could give it to our kid that we're going to have?
Right. Or not bring the fucking doll.
That too. I really hope that doll wasn't there for their honeymoon.
Yeah. Eventually, though, she did convince Gene to lock Robert away in the attic. She thought, out of sight, out of mind.
You wish.
But that was a plan, and it backfired. So, guests...
Of course it did.
Guests to the house reported hearing more footsteps and pacing coming from, guess where?
The attic.
The attic.
Yeet the doll. Yeet it.
Accompanied by giggling.
Nope. Yeet the doll, damn it.
That's my biggest problem with this story. It's like the giggling, the creepy kid giggling. Oh, God. Kids in the neighborhood claimed that Robert would appear in the upstairs window mocking them on their way to school. So
what the fuck?
Robert's in the window like, ha ha, you're going to school. Meh. That's great.
Nope. Yeet the doll.
So he doesn't seem to be like malevolent. He's just
not yet.
He's just mischievous. I like that, mocking kids.
That's weird.
Oh goodness. Gene swore that Robert was locked in the attic, but every time he checked, Robert would somehow be sitting in the same upstairs bedroom looking out the window. His bedroom, the one that was given to him. So Gene kept putting him back in the attic. And then when he would check...
Yeet the doll.
Yeah.
You should have known. Yeet the doll.
Yep. But when he would check after these kids were like, there's a doll in your window making fun of us. Like, can you imagine that conversation with these kids' parents?
What?
He checked and he's like, shit, he's back in here. Fuck. So he puts him back in the attic and then he checks again and he's back in the room.
The parents. I'm sorry, but my kid says your doll is mocking them.
Yeah, like what? Oh my goodness.
And then Gene's like, God damn it, Robert.
Yeah. So a new child moved into the home. After Gene died in 1974, the new owners moved in with their 10-year-old daughter.
Oh no.
She was thrilled to find Robert in the attic.
Nope. No.
So at that time, I guess when Gene died, he didn't haunt anymore. He stayed where he stayed put. He was in the attic.
They should have got rid of him.
So she was
when Gene died.
She was ecstatic at first.
They should have got rid of him.
Yeah. But soon after, her joy quickly turned into terror.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
She told her parents that Robert wanted to hurt her, and night after night, she woke up screaming, insisting that the doll had moved around her room.
Oh, he said, I don't like you, bitch.
Yeah, he did not like her at all.
He wanted Jean.
So there are some theories on who haunts Robert. Theory number 1 is that Robert is possessed by a spirit of a child related to the Otto family, possibly the offspring of Thomas Otto and Emmeline Abbott, or a child Emmeline had with her husband William. So it sounds like maybe she stepped outside of her marriage, possibly.
Oh, like a bastard child?
Yeah. Some say Emmeline trapped her child's spirit in the doll using magic. So it sounds to me like maybe she lost that child, and in order to keep its spirit alive, she put it in the doll.
No, that's where you fuck up.
I mean,
like I get it sounds like a good idea for a mourning mother.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it becomes a demon at some point.
I mean, and at the same time, like, the soul will never rest.
Exactly. And that's when it starts like slowly turning into a demon.
My biggest problem with this, though, is if it were a child that were put into that body, I would not think a grown man's voice would be what was coming out of it. You know, I think it would be like a child's voice.
See, that's why it turned into a demon. And his voice got deep. He said, fuck you, I'm going to my deep voice.
Visitors and staff at the museum where Robert now lives have reported seeing the ghost of a little girl near him, about 5 years old, mixed race with curly brown hair, wearing a vintage nightgown.
But they don't know who that is.
They have no idea who it is.
Okay.
One caretaker in the 80s claimed that she saw the girl sitting on the stairs looking really pissed off.
Okay.
Yeah. Theory number 2, the servant who gifted Robert to Jean cursed the doll using voodoo or black magic as a revenge for mistreatment by the Ottos. So, he was servant, slave, whatever, mistreated, and the only way he thought he could get back at them for, you know, what he had been put through was to curse this doll and give it to their kid.
But it didn't do anything bad, though. So how did that work out?
Well, they said this theory could explain the accidents, bad luck, and electronic malfunctions that seem to follow people who cross Robert. So, basically what happens when Robert is around, cameras fail, photos vanish, hard drives crash, and people report bizarre physical symptoms, especially when they disrespect the doll.
You ugly ass motherfucker.
Don't do that. Oh, don't do that. So here are some first-hand accounts and interactions with Robert. From Reddit user Roms K4V. In 2017, a 14-year-old French teen learned about Robert from a YouTube video. When this family vacationed in Florida, he made it his mission to visit Robert at the museum. Following the rules to ask permission before taking a photo, he decided to ask Robert, but in French. The museum staff told him he'd be the first to do so. The next day, without warning, every single window in their car mysteriously shattered from the inside.
So Robert did not know French.
I guess not. Yeah, I guess not. But nothing else was touched. Like, they were fine. All their belongings were okay. They weren't like strewn about or anything. It's just the windows exploded inward. So an implosion rather than an explosion.
So yeah, Robert did not know French. Okay.
Yeah, he did not know French. He did not consent. Joe Pays, Myrtle Reuter, who was Robert's caretaker for 20 years, donated him to the museum in 1994, saying she couldn't take his presence anymore.
Caretaker? He had a caretaker?
Look.
A doll?
Look.
What the fuck?
I don't know. So she couldn't take his presence anymore. So like everything that he was doing, it wore on her mentally.
Yeah.
Like big time. So she was like, I can't do it anymore. So she donated him.
I can't do this anymore.
She claimed that Robert moved on his own and once locked her in her own room.
At that point, I'm staying in there. Be like, you know what? Fuck it. I ain't coming out.
He's like, bitch, you don't like me? Well, all right, I'm gonna lock your ass in your room. Fuck you. You can think about it. Sit there and think about what you've done.
He pretty much put her in timeout.
Yeah, he put her in timeout. Less than 3 months after handing him over, she died.
What? Did they say how?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Well.
After his arrival at the museum, however, paranormal activity at the artist's house reportedly decreased, while activity at the museum increased.
Wait. Say it again.
So after she handed him over, after his arrival at the museum, the paranormal activity at the artist's house reportedly decreased where he initially was at the house.
Okay, at the house. Okay.
Yeah, so then when he moved into the museum, they already had the paranormal activity from other items or things, and it amplified a lot.
Okay, we have to go to this museum.
I know.
So I can look at Robert and be like,
okay, well...
and be like, can I take your picture, sir?
In the 1970s, there were two men renting the artist's house. They heard children's laughter from the attic and noticed Robert changing positions.
Nope.
The giggling shit freaks me the fuck out. No. Have you ever seen The Shining? No.
No. Mm-mm.
A friend visiting Malcolm Ross swore Robert's expression shifted during the conversation, describing it as a child being punished. So... I guess they were talking to Robert or scolding Robert or talking about Robert, and his button eyes and his sewn on mouth looked like a child being punished, like they were upset.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of the museum visitors, one was a honeymooning couple. They lost all of their wedding and vacation photos after visiting Robert. When they returned with peppermint candy for him a year later, the lights in his room went out, and they believe that was like a thank you because they came back to apologize. They must have done something that upset him.
And they brought him candy.
And they brought him candy a year later, and the lights went out, and they believe that was him saying thank you, you know.
So now we know to bring Robert candy when we go.
Something. Another one was author David Sloan. He wrote a book about Robert. He lost 4 hard drives containing his manuscript and his backups.
Sucks to suck.
He reported being levitated while working on the project. So
yeah, no,
Robert's like, don't fucking talk about me, my guy. Yeah.
And then we're sitting here talking about it.
Yeah. So we're gonna fix this.
Sage.
No. So you have to follow the rules when you go to the museum and talk to Robert. Okay. His rules are pretty simple. Introduce yourself, say where you're from, ask permission for photos, and thank him before leaving. It is advised that you follow these rules every time you interact with Robert. And if you break the rules, you're welcoming whatever happens to you.
The fact that this doll has rules.
Yeah. One of the visitors forgot to tell him where they were from, and later that night, they developed a really, really nasty rash.
Why does he need to know where we're from?
I don't know. But then a mysterious web browser popped up on their computer reading, "You did not say where you were from." So Robert, quote unquote, followed them back to their hotel or to their house, used the computer, and was like, "Bitch, you didn't tell me where you were from. Who the fuck are you? Where are you from? Now you have a rash."
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, but not all experiences have been bad. One visitor claimed Robert brought her good luck, actually, and dubbed him a demon of good manners.
Excuse?
A demon of good manners.
Okay, if you say so.
Mm-hmm. Robert remains the star attraction at the Fort East Martello Museum in Key West, Florida. Whether it's a spirit of a child or a curse from long ago or just coincidence, centuries worth of coincidence, Robert is a very well-loved and talked about paranormal entity in the paranormal world.
I mean, he's not as scary as Annabelle, so.
I have heard, and he's not like, you know, he just causes chaos. Like, nobody dies or anything like that. He just locks him in the room.
Puts him in timeout.
Makes fun of you in the window. You know, he's just cracking up a good old time. But always remember, if you visit Robert the doll, follow his rules and be polite. Just remember that Robert is always listening and always watching.
Mischa's eyes are so creepy.
Is she asleep?
Yes. They're like, they're all like, So they do that half rolled back.
Yeah, she's a hunting dog. And so like with hunting dogs, her jowls are so long and the gravity just pulls her eyes down. But sorry for the short stories this week. I know you guys are used to.
Well, the last one was kind of long. So
yeah, I know you guys are used to longer episodes, so a short one, short and sweet.
Might be a good little break.
Yeah, especially after the last 2 weeks. Pazuzu was
crazy.
His was really long and very difficult. But we do appreciate you guys making it this far. If you have made it this far, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/haunted and homicidal. You can become a paid member on our Patreon. Paid members get access to behind the scenes, Facebook Lives, goodies that we send out sometimes, possible spot on the podcast. You can come on with us and tell your own story, etc. You can get read on the podcast if you send us something at hauntedandhomicidal@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you guys. And again, thank you guys for the support and for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, no.
What?
I don't say that. You say that. I say, okay, bye.
Yeah, you say, okay, bye. And I go, bye.